this coffee? No. This is coffee.
Hello!
That's coffee.
That is coffee. I should be looking here. Your coffee.
Whoa.
We're coffee.
Wow.
If you can't hear us at home, now's the time to let us know. We're trying out, as you can tell, a new studio setup. So please let us know if the audio quality is coming through okay, if at all.
Nice studio.
Thank you,
wow.
Robert Pete. Yes, we quickly came down. We did some rearranging. We got cushy chairs now.
Dude, we got body pillows. Ugh.
That's yeah. Casey wanted to use this as a prop at some point.
I did.
But,
I'm forcing it. Oh, she's upside down. Okay.
But this is, again, there's a lot in the Zenescope ranch that we just don't know of. I mean, like, we'll find it. But all right, sounds like we're coming through audio-wise. Aaron can hear us. The whole squad can hear us.
I think I'm move over a little bit.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're still we're testing it. We're workshopping. Gotta make sure to look here.
I know.
I see your eyes going over there.
I know. I put it in the middle. No, I can't put it in the middle.
You can't put it in the middle.
No, because they'll block us.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at you.
We're looking at you. Yes, but
check out Noah's haircut. Well
thank you very much. I've decided to become a participating member of society, and I've shed my beatnik-like tendencies.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mrs. Casey's mom.
Hi, Mrs. King.
Hi, Mrs. Casey's mom. That's what my friends used to always do. Is they would always come to hi Noah's mom.
Hi, Mrs. Noah's mom.
Hi, Mrs. Noah's mom. Hi, Mrs. Noah's mom. Can Noah come out and play?
Is Mrs. Noah's grandma watching? Is Nana watching?
Nana's probably always watching. Hey, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
I'm assuming she's watching. If not, I feel like she always is. And what a great lesson for life.
Aww.
Just always act like your Nana is watching.
Aww. Thanks, Carol.
What's the clip?
Your haircut.
Oh, like a clip, like scissor. I was
Yeah.
like I'm glad you liked the coffee, the video clip. But thank you very much. Yes, thank you everybody. I'm just happy to. I was telling Stu in the office that there was just one night this past month where it was just so hot I couldn't get the air conditioning in my apartment working. The hair kept coming down over my face. I was sweaty. I was tired. I was over it. And I told Rachel, I'm like, I'm all right. That's it. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm shaving it. It's all coming off. And she talked me down from the ledge because she was like, it's going to take you 6 months to grow all this back.
Good job, Rachel.
Yeah, good job, Rachel. It was the smart decision. But part of me is like, don't you want just like a buzz cut to know what it would look like?
I just don't want to know what my head shape is. Because apparently you don't know what your head looks like until it's shaved. And you can do that all you want, but
you just gotta squint so it's not like you really, it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of what I would look like if I had a shaved head.
Yeah.
You gotta use some imagination. Which is the name of the game here at Zenescope. That's what the show's about, as you can tell from the logos in the background. What a great backdrop.
Wow.
I
feel like we're on the red carpet.
We got boom, tablecloth, boom, body armor, boom, cushy chairs, boom. We got that. And I hope that the audio quality is superior to some of our other streams because we're doing this with 4 walls. I got it. I don't want to look at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't.
No, it's good. It's too distracting. I just keep noticing.
This way.
Get out of here!
Kang says good morning.
Good morning, Kang.
Good morning, Kang.
Congratulations to Kang for reaching Silver VIP.
Ooh,
I'm working on your care package at the moment. You should be getting an email from me shortly. How was your weekend, Casey? Let's get on to.
Wait.
Wait. No, I'll start and I'll go up and then you go.
Okay,
Ready? Whoa! All right, that's for you, Kang. Yeah, how was your weekend?
It was good. I went to an escape room. The man was very nice.
What was the theme?
It was we were the Midnighters, and we had to just take a moon rock that a man stole and put in his gym locker, but it was his like super secret gym locker that was inside of another thing.
Wait. Was this escape room just in a high school gymnasium?
No, it was like a room.
It was an actual escape room?
It was, but it was in the city, but it like the building itself looked like an apartment building. We're like, are we in the right place? Like, are we gonna get murdered? And then we actually went upstairs. It was really fun.
All right, I'll give it to you. But that just sounds like an interesting. I did one escape room, and it was like we were stealing from an art museum, and somebody triggered the security, and so all the doors locked, and we had to get out before the security arrived, and we had 30 minutes.
Only 30? I had an hour.
We maybe had an hour. I don't remember most of it.
Did you escape?
I think we did. If I remember correctly, I want to say that we did. We did. Probably.
We were cutting it very close, and I think that the guy just like pushed the button in the background.
He was like, they're dead. If this was real.
Is it an escape room or a murder room? No, it's just an escape room. We just needed the moon.
Conveniently located in a high school gymnasium. Wow, it's so authentic. Look at these lockers. They're so gross and disgusting. It's like we're in a real high school locker room.
Yeah, there was like one thing where I had to reach in the sewer, and I was like, oh, I know it's fake, but
Did it have like did they have?
They had like fake gross stuff in it.
Spaghetti and peeled grapes.
No peeled grapes. They did have rats though.
Yuck!
Fake rats. Yuck is right. Anyway.
Zenescope. Very quick story from my weekend. I went to a wedding in New York, and I drove up and in New York State, right outside of Ithaca. And I parked outside of the chapel, and then we had the ceremony. It was very lovely. Congratulations, Katie and her bride, husband, whoever. I was there for the booze. But, yay, congratulations you. But they had the reception was, or the party, ceremony was lovely, beautiful couple. Afterwards, they were like, hop on the party bus. We're all driving to the reception. I say, am I good to leave my car here? They're like, yeah, it's fine. The wedding was on a campus. All the kids have gone home. Campus security's gone. Whatever, you're fine. So I parked it there, and I took the party bus, and the party bus went right from the reception to the Airbnb that like the party, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids were staying at. The next morning, Rachel drives me back to the chapel on campus to pick up my car.
Oh, I'm scared.
There is a marathon that has been, unbeknownst to me, was scheduled for Sunday on the campus, and the course of the racetrack has been built around my Hyundai Santa Fe. So my Hyundai is literally parked on the racetrack, and people are going around it, like because there were like whoever, they probably showed up at like 8 a.m. and were like, oh, who's this jackass that parked here in this zone that he's not supposed to? Let's just set up the race. I don't know what to do. We can't move it. Set up the race. So I had to wait until the race was done before I could move my car.
I thought you were gonna like say how you were really trying to like just wait there, and they just kept coming around.
Nah, like I sat there.
They'll stop eventually.
I was a track hazard. I could have put my exhaust on, and then it would have been like, oh, you got to go through this smoke cloud. You got to go through this exhaust in order to. Any health that you've gained from doing the marathon is immediately lost by running through a cloud of my smog.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it was just, there have been situations before where like I've gone out to go pick up my car and it's been gone, like it just towed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, well, shoot, now what? So it was definitely an unexpected adventure on Sunday morning, and not how I wanted to start my 4.5-hour commute back to Pennsylvania.
It's a shame.
Anyway, but I also read a great book this weekend, Casey.
Oh, which one was it?
Not this weekend, a while ago. I read a book called Gretel, a little graphic novel. Ever heard of it?
It might just be one of my favorites.
It might just be one of my favorites, folks. I feel like I think this is much more like Regis and Kelly, because we got the side sheets, side seats pointing into each other. But we got to kind of turn to the camera and be like, "Are you hearing this, folks? Do you hear this? Five single issues
All in one.
All in one. I've got five individual comic books bundled up in a graphic novel.
And you get all the art just the same.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like a half Regis Philbin, half Gilbert Gottfried. Hey, how does Regis? I don't know what a Regis Q would be.
I only know.
It's insane.
I know both of them, but I know Gottfried a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But
The aristocrats!
he was really popular on
R.I.P.
TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, I imagine people were hiring him. I mean, he's.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. Hello, everybody. No, he's just got one of those, unique voices. People are just gonna hire him to say funny things. When 50 Shades of Grey came out, he was the first guy I'm pretty sure to do the audiobook for it.
Oh my gosh, it's a great read.
Oh, Gretel or 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, Gretel.
I will say I was listening to a Neil Gaiman audiobook on my way up to New York, and it got steamy. Like, shout out to Neil Gaiman. I was not expecting him to get so illustrative with his sexy. Of course, it turned out to be like a demon in classic Neil Gaiman fashion, but he did not hold back steamy. Gretel. Graphic novel. www.zenescope.com.
I must admit, I read it a few weeks ago, so you might have to catch me up a little bit.
I reread it last night, and I loved it. I thought it was really solid. I know I was kind of like, when you and I were talking before, I had only read the first book, the first chapter. In the first chapter, first issue chapter, when it becomes a graphic novel, does it cease to be an issue and begin to be a chapter? Where is the line between issue and chapter?
But you're reading.
Could you call an issue a chapter without being bound in another book?
This is the questions we ask.
These are the hard-hitting questions. These are the hard-hitting questions that we ask here on Coffee with Casey and Noah. Where is the line, people?
I hope that comes through in full 4K with this new studio setup. Why did our numbers just drop? It's banging on the table.
The Reuters und Snacken der freaking the Frankfurter!
Are we insulting the German population?
No,
once
I
again?
already told you this. You can't insult the Germans. So the it's all right. No, it's okay, really. After we get canceled.
Poor Tammy.
Poor Tammy. Scheitzen.
Anyway.
That's the only German. Scheitzen-Vogel is the only German word I know.
Back to Gretel.
Who from Germany?
Exactly.
Well, she's in Europe.
Well,
I have to imagine Germany or Poland or something because they had a little run-in with a certain fascist group from the 1930s or 40s.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'm pretty sure she's German. Like
yeah, because and they have to be. So Hansel and Gretel. If you haven't read it, can we throw up our spoilers?
Oh,
would that be all right?
Yeah. Oh, I think this will look really good with our new setup.
Oh. Look at him in the middle.
Oh, wow.
Spoilers! So Gretel, based off of Hansel and Gretel. Hansel. Shoot, all right, next episode we gotta pull up the Looney Tunes clip. There's just an episode of Looney Tunes where it's Hansel and Gretel. And they're like, my name's Gretel. Yeah, and my name's Hansel. And for the entire episode, every time they mention his name, whoever sees him, they're like, Hansel. Hansel.
Once it becomes collected, it becomes chapters, by the way.
Thank you. Neil's got it down. Neil's got the answers. Rudy's got the job. Gretel. Yeah, so Hansel and Gretel. Gretel is forced to, was it her brother's heart or was it Anuba? And it wasn't Anuba.
No, I think it was Hansel's first, right?
Yeah, well, it was the idea was that they had like a closed circuit.
Yeah.
Like she had a heart, she had someone's heart was in, either way, there was a lot of heart eating. And I'm not talking about cold-hearted snake either. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh, he's telling lies.
I
don't even know if that.
Is that a reference I should catch?
Probably not. It was an ill-placed reference at that. This body armor is hitting hard this morning.
I can tell, man.
Strawberry Slammer. It's my second.
See, I have nothing. This is why the show is called. Should I really?
Slam that strawberry.
Oh wow.
100 milligrams of caffeine.
Very fountain.
Coconut water based. B vitamins. 16 ounces of superior hydration. Gretel. 5 single issues bound into one single graphic novel with gut-bursting action, heart-wrenching drama.
Oh, that hit me quick. I feel like it went.
Zenescope, baby. Yeah.
Oh. Wow. This is chaotic. This is
This is the power of a professional studio.
I think it is, honestly.
Tablecloths.
It's the table. It's absolutely the tablecloth, 100%.
We're not going to talk about Gretel at all.
I know.
Okay. We got to focus. I'm not looking at anything else.
Okay, we're not looking at the screen. We're not looking
Gretel.
at Gretel.
Her and her brother, twin brother, get captured by a witch. She's a real charmer. Hansel dies. Gretel gets fed a heart, becomes a witch, just like the witch that had her captured. But instead, she meets this super cool old guy, and they go
Samuel.
out. Thank you. And they go, I was going to say like Solomon or something. Samuel, and they go out and they have adventures, and Samuel teaches her how to use her powers for good. And every witch that she kills, she gets the powers of, but she can only use them for a limited amount of time. If you took Ben 10 and crossed Ben 10 with the Scarlet Witch, I think you would have Gretel. And then give her an MMA fighter vibe. But yeah, but just the Ben 10 element, because if you've ever seen Ben 10, he only has the alien superpowers for a little bit, and then once he, bloop, 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 and he splits out. So
no, I'm liking the Ben 10 reference.
I think well, the fact is, like, Gretel can summon all these cool powers from her, and I think it's interesting throughout the graphic novel. A lot like with Jasmine too, they do. I think it was Jasmine, but it has a good cutting back and forth between the past and the present.
Yeah.
A lot where it's like similar. I don't know if you noticed, but when they're doing recap in the earlier portion of the book, it's kind of like.
I'm trying to think.
Well, it's like two decades ago, 3 months ago, 1 week ago, 72 hours ago, 2 minutes ago, right now.
Yeah.
And so it kind of has like the build up throughout the intro, and even throughout the different issues, where like that past will come in and like she'll use like a witch's power. Like if she's telling this, I thought it was great. She's telling the story to Caliber about the Japanese witch that could, basically create puppets out of inanimate objects. And as she's telling the story, it's revealed that that's how she's breaking out and kind of turning the tides on Caliber. So I thought that was super smart. But again, I just thought that it worked really well, kind of having the back and forth between the past and the present. She's a super cool character. And I think it ends on such a fitting conclusion, because it's not really a conclusion. It's like, yeah, she, kind of resolves, her quest that she set up for herself, the person that put her on this journey, both people, I guess, who kind of put her on this journey unknowingly, their stories have kind of been resolved, and now it's entirely her and Caliber. And Caliber is a really good character too. I thought that she was a solid setup with her past, and it made for a really fitting ending when, spoiler, when Caliber reaches into the main witch and rips out her heart and then gives it to Gretel. I thought it all worked so well together, because it was like, yo, all right, Gretel beat the. I love it when they beat the villain. The character kind of loses, but in losing, completely blows up the villain's main plans. It's just kind of like, there's no way to win. I got you cornered. Oh, really? And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting them to kill themselves. I guess there was a way out. I just didn't see that coming. So I love it when superheroes and just characters in general do that.
Big fan of the villain.
Yeah.
Chiba.
Yeah.
Who is do you know the reference?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, the Crucible.
Oh, I should have known that.
Yeah, she's the slave from Barbados. And that's
Oh
the
no!
whole story.
I was even in Crucible. I was friggin' Exorcist.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even remember his name. It was 9th grade.
Oh.
Shoot, what
Did
was like?
you have like a few lines?
No, I had a substantial role. I mean, I was exercising people.
Ah.
I was like, get this witch out of here. I will say, oh no, I'll keep my high school drama to myself.
Ooh.
It's
I think it's high school drama with Casey.
high school drama with Copy and Casey. All right, the guy who played the lead character, what's his name? He
Was that Samuel?
No. It was
John Proctor.
John Proctor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So the guy that played John Proctor was super Christian, and I love you, by the way. He's a good friend of mine. But he was very Christian, and he refused to say the line "God is dead." So, because there's a whole scene where John Proctor is like, like y'all don't even like. You're supposed to be Christians, and here you are burning all these witches, and holding these trials and blaming your neighbor. God is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so adamant about this isn't true. And my director was like, dude, it's a story, it's a character.
Yeah.
You're not saying it because it's true. You're saying it because this is how the character feels. And he's like, I just don't feel comfortable with it. Wow. So he altered the line to say God is dead here. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but it was kind of like, dude, just say the line.
That's interesting though, because I thought you were gonna say something like you said something really different. But
no, it was kind of like
completely admitted it, which would kind of suck because that's a very important line.
Yeah, no, because that's the whole point. Is for those of you who haven't watched the Crucible, it's building up, and I like that they had throughout Gretel, they kind of tied it into the different witch periods. Like, all right, here they are in Barbados, and then they are in Crucible. That's so cool. I did not realize that was Crucible. I mean, I figured okay, Salem, but the fact that it was like Crucible tie-in, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the Crucible is one of my favorite things I was forced to read.
Thank you, English department.
And I was forced to read it twice because I had to read it both in high school and in college, actually.
Shit.
And when I read it in college, I actually appreciated it way more.
Yeah.
So
that's the same thing with Shakespeare. I had to read Shakespeare in high school, and I just don't think I either wasn't ready for it, or it was more when you read Crucible in college, was that an elective? Did you pick the course that it was in?
No, it was actually
assigned?
It was for my theology class, my intro. Because it was a Catholic school I went to, I had to take I think it's called Faith and Critical Reasoning, and it was either I had to write about this or another book, and I chose the Crucible, but it was only out of the two. So
interesting. So what was the kind of class consensus? What did you guys end up discussing?
Most of the kids read the other one, so I didn't really talk about it that much. We didn't really have too much discussion. But I just basically wrote my report on it and turned it in.
Gotcha.
So,
I think it's interesting that
I don't even remember the prompt, to be honest with you. Because it was, it's definitely had religious aspects to it, obviously.
Right. Well, that's why I just thought it was interesting. It's a Catholic school. It's a theology class, and you have a book that it's not condemning, the religion, but it certainly is pointing it, out as hey, all these people are kind of doing all these awful things and justifying it through their faith. So I just think it's interesting that but I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
I did, yes. Yeah. Well, it's funny that you said you didn't realize it was a Crucible. Not to be whoa.
Well, no, I recognized the name Tituba, and I'm where is she from? Is that the Pirates of the Caribbean girl? I don't know. And so I was Barbados. That makes sense. That sounds familiar. Barbados, I know, has some importance. Who played? I'm trying to remember who played Tituba in our thing. I don't know. I went to a very rural high school, so it was a tight selection. Anyway, Crucible, super cool tie-in. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I learn something every day. And isn't that just Zenescope for you? Using all these elements of truth and fiction and history.
That's the thing is like a lot of when people come up to us at the booth, sometimes they'll ask for like nonfiction or they'll ask for historical stuff. And usually what I point them towards is H.H. Holmes, the single issue.
Yeah.
If they specifically say nonfiction, which I've only gotten once or twice, I will put them toward Ripley's Believe It or Not, which we usually have.
Believe it or not.
Well, Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I did use that as like a selling point. I was like, I said, yeah, Grim Tales of Terror, those are all based on like myths and legends, folklore, urban tales, whatever. This stuff here based on true stories. If you can believe it or not. And the guy was like,
Can we take our spoilers off?
I think so.
Yeah,
Gretel, definitely worth a read. Highly recommend. I am totally excited to read more Gretel comics. That's because it's so cool to have her kind of like her and Caliber walk off into the sunset, and you're like, all right, the adventure begins. Let's go hunt some witches for real.
I think the last Gretel issue that came out, if I'm correct, was actually the Van Helsing annual.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say Bloody Mary, but I think Season of the Witch is more recent.
Hour of the Witch.
Hour of the Witch. You summon someone. Wow, who's Employee of the Month over here, ladies and gentlemen?
No, it's because I did.
Employees of the Month here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's because I did NCW.
You're so well versed. You're so knowledgeable.
But the thing is if you can go back and watch that episode, you can. Because I had a very, very nice conversation with Pat Shand, as I always do. But something that I mentioned, I was like, have you written Gretel before? Because she's kind of a difficult character to write because she's so OP.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just keeps gaining new powers, and he said it is kind of difficult because it's like, what is her next challenge? What's going to actually, at least make her crack a little bit, So that's, if you want to hear more about the difficulties of writing the most powerful.
Gretel gets tied down and taken to a tattoo removal clinic, and she gets all of her. For those of you who don't know, Gretel, every time she eats a heart, she gets a badge, and really what it is, it's like a tattoo of like an icon or a rune or some type of.
It's like a symbol.
It's a symbol, basically a magic tattoo that's a signifier of the witch that she's killed and the power that she possesses. So I don't know. Does she lose her power if she loses her tattoos?
I don't know. Would those be considered vigils?
I don't know. I always thought isn't a vigil like something like you put up?
But just don't know.
Or a sigil?
Sigil? Is that
Maybe?
what I'm thinking?
Check it out. Go to Google. Find out for yourself. Life's a mystery. You gotta. Sometimes if you want to know something, you gotta look it up yourself. You can't just expect people like Casey over here to feed it to you.
I'm sorry. Can't be on my phone during.
Can't be on your phone. What are you doing? You gotta show it to. You got people.
Oh, Aaron's saying sigil. Okay.
Sigil. Thank you, Aaron. But yeah. So if she gets taken to a Pat Shan. If you're listening or if you're out there somewhere in the ether, let me know. Will she lose her powers if she goes to a tattoo removal clinic? Will she get her powers removed if she gets tattoo cover-up? Like if she goes on Tattoo Nightmares and she gets, there you go, cross-promotional opportunities. I don't know if...
Or what if it's just foundation? Does that just weaken it? Because some people will put foundation to cover it up for a day or something.
Or if she doesn't take care of her tattoos, like if she doesn't put sunscreen on them when she goes outside.
Ooh.
And they get faded and stuff. There you go. Do a Pat Shan, if you're listening, I demand Gretel Beyond in the style of Batman Beyond. Fast forward into the future. Mm-hmm. Gretel is now old. And, no, she wouldn't get old, I guess, if she hasn't... She could be the same age, but she would fade tattoos if she's not taking care of them properly. I don't know. They probably thought of all this stuff.
Probably.
But I like the... what have you done? I've covered your tattoo with a cleverly placed floral garden. I can't even make out the sigil. There are pansies all over it.
Oh no!
They're not working.
Just to take away one, she's been 9 now.
Nah,
Uh,
I like that. I like that. So we got Gretel's next villain is the tattooed man.
wow.
And he's just got so many tattoos.
Coming soon to a local comic shop.
Johnny Ink Spot! Johnny Ink Spot is a massive blob of ink.
Take that away from you.
He's a massive blob of ink. And Johnny, all right, here's the new character. I'm forging his origin story right now. This is all live. Congratulations to you who get to listen to it. Johnny Ink Spot he's a publisher. He works at a publishing facility, right? Printers, and he's so sick and tired. He's like, man, all these paper shortages, all these delivery problems. The price of corrugated cardboard has gone up. And he's so distraught, he's not noticing what he's doing. And he accidentally takes a stumble. He goes, whoa, whoa. And somebody says, Johnny, look out for the well of ink. And he falls down and he splashes in the ink, just like the Joker in Ace Chemicals. And they think that he's dead, but then they clean out what if he got put on all the pages?
Oh my god.
And he gets the first issue.
I think you're giving away too much.
All right. Bottom line, Johnny Ink Spot is a giant walking blob of ink, and he jumps on Gretel and covers her with ink, making her tattoos null and void. And she's like, I can't see where are they? It's all ink. I need some Dawn to get this off.
Maybe you should be in the next writer's room.
They kick me out the second, I know Ralph is there. I don't know if he's actually listening or not, but he's probably if anything, he's like, all right, Noah's can't come anywhere near the writer's room. Make him go out and pick up groceries on that day or something.
Well, if you want to read something that's written in the writer's room, but doesn't include Noah, but does include Gretel, you should pick up Gretel Bloody Mary in stores now. With
probably ideas much better than mine, provided by fans like yourself, because I think that was a VIP convention thing, wasn't it? A VIP event. It's
only for VIPs, but you have to earn a certain amount of points to be able to enter the writer's room.
Gotcha. I think that's so cool. The fact that people have been published. If you're a Zenescope fan and you've been reading Zenescope comics every month, and now you're technically one of the writers, it says story,
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
I know that Tammy Morris.
Yeah.
She signed something that she wrote.
Ooh, look at you, Tammy. Good on you, Tammy.
I also realized they said Tammy was the German one. It's actually Jeannie. Jeannie Baker Platt. Too many three names.
Do we need it? Our 3 names?
What?
Noah Robert Mitchell.
I'm not disclosing on the internet.
Casey Stinky Pants Brennan. What a weird middle name. No wonder you don't want anyone to know.
Rude.
That's your middle name, isn't it?
It's not that.
Well, if you're not saying otherwise, I'm just left to believe that that's your middle name. It's Stinky Pants.
Okay.
Casey Strawberry Slammin' Brennan.
All right, it's Stinky.
Casey Body Armor Brennan. Casey, I can't believe this is my job, Brennan. Casey, find me another co-host, Brennan. Casey, don't forget to like and subscribe, Brennan. Like and subscribe is my middle name.
That's what it is. Casey, like and subscribe, Brennan. I think we're done.
What time is it?
It is 1:35.
Damn, time flies fast in the new studio. We're comfy, we're cozy. We got the warm lights. We got 4 walls and a roof.
How many body armors are you in today?
2.
Ooh.
We're going to see. Well, honestly, it's probably for the best because after this, I'm going to set up the real studio for the thing later on next week. Ooh. Promotional opportunity for Birthday Bash 16 going on 17. Fill up the balloons with the the remaining amount of helium that we have left on this Earth. Fill those balloons up, have a party with some ice cream cake, Carvel.
I'll invite you this time.
Thank you. Save a slice for old Noah. Never gets one. Tie a tree. For old, tie a ribbon around a tree for old no Mitchell.
And don't forget movie club.
And don't forget movie club with the Crow. I am the Crow. This is I've never seen the Crow, but I'm
Neither have
imagining
I.
that's how he talks.
I've heard it's very, very good though. My mom watched it apparently, like last night or something, to prepare. So
Prepare.
thank you, Mom.
Good job, Mrs. Casey's mom.
Thanks, Mom. Neil says it's a good movie too.
I am the Crow. Fear me.
Bye, everyone.
If you wanna watch some Crow content, Crow Man documentary.
All right.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us in our cool new studio.